So we could see that right now we have a profile route, and we need to add a profile form exactly like we have for the sign up form and the login form, that views and have the ability to edit the user data, which is the email and the name. So we could add here a folder called my profile form and copy and paste the inner form and the enhanced form. Now we will need to update these forms to adapt to what we need to have. For the inner form, we need to have an email and a name. Type will be text and name will be name. And we need to have also an error for the name, which we will identify later. This code is not needed, so we could remove it. We should name this enhanced my profile form. The same issue with my extension. So there is a problem with one of my extensions, and I wouldn't be interested in saving all of these files. Okay, for the validation I need to validate against the email and the name. For the name I could just copy the validation, which is here. For the API service, I need to use edit my profile, and I will need to add here an ID that we will find later from where we would get. And for the toast, we could add edited successfully. And we will need for sure to remove this, and we will need to reset our form. This is actually a function. Reset form is a function that is provided by Formic. We will just be using, and we will need to reset our form to payload.email for the email and payload.name for the name. So in order to provide the ID for this API service, as you could see, it needs an ID and it needs the data, updated data. So who knows in our application our ID? It's Redux. Redux knows the ID. So what we need to do is the following. We need to connect this component to Redux. Actually, we could have a better idea. Right now, we need for the initial values, we will have an email and a name. And we need these to be what is already there for the user in our backend. So the user would already have an email and would already have a name. We want to capture this. So what should we do? We could let the parent component of this to call the API. So we need this parent component to call the API service when it mounts. So we'll use component did mount return API service